3 kinds of negative thoughts consuming my mind, by Krishna's mercy.
इंद्रियाणा हि चरता यन्मनो नुविधीयते तद अस्य हरति प्रज्ञा वायुर्नावम इवाम्भसि.
Quote, as a boat on the water is swept away by a strong wind, even one of the senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita, 2.67.
1. Revenge for that colleague.
I can't believe what that person put me through. I did everything for them. I stepped up to the plate. I showed favoritism. I put them on a path to success. They would be nothing without me. I'm not just saying that. Everyone else thinks so, too. What is the reward for that assistance? Did they repay me with kindness? Do they tell everyone how great I am? Do they pass on the same guidance to others? Do they follow that standard of mentorship? Rather, it is just the opposite. They crossed the line with me one time, and I had to hold them back. Our relationship changed from then on. They decided to make my life at work a living hell. They have since moved on to another department, but I keep thinking about the time they spent here. I want people to hear my truth. I want that person to suffer.
2. Regret over failure.
I was so close. I had done everything else right. It was almost a year straight of coming through, of delivering in a timely manner. I was the shining star. Everyone expected me to receive the award at the end of the year. But on the last day I made a mistake. Everyone came to learn of it. I will never live it down. The award went to someone else. There is no way to change the past, but I keep dwelling on it.
3. Rejection.
We spent so much time together. I thought for sure they cared about me. It was every single day. This went beyond friendship. Everyone around me thought the same thing. I should have known better, but how many chances like this do you get in life? Anyways, it turns out they didn't feel the same way. They wanted to maintain the friendship. They wanted things to stay the same. I could never do that. Life is fine now, everything is better, but I keep recalling the stinging pain of that rejection.
The list can go on and on. For as many experiences as there are in life, there are that many potential pain points to dwell upon. It is indeed impossible to change the past. We cannot go back in time and fix the mistakes we made on a standard examination. We cannot take back those words we didn't really mean. We cannot remove the memories from the mind. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada recommends Krishna consciousness as an overall solution to life's problems. Since it involves purification of consciousness, it solves the very problem of life itself, within the material world specifically. There is the negative side, known as Nivriti Marga. This is staying away from things. Detachment, renunciation, avoiding potentially harmful behaviors, keeping the senses in check, as dwelling on a single object can carry the mind away in the manner that a boat gets propelled by a strong wind. The positive side is actually more important. Pravriti Marga can make such an impact that a person automatically adheres to the regulations in Nivriti without being consciously aware. When the mind is engaged in positive work, there is the opportunity for rapid advancement in Krishna consciousness. This should not be that difficult a concept to understand. If the day is filled with so many responsibilities, it becomes a chore to dwell on the past. The mind has more important things to think about. In many cases, there is little opportunity to think. With positive activities such as chanting the holy names and describing the glories of Sri Krishna, the intelligence reaches a superior position. That intelligence informs a person of the ways of the world and how people are flawed. It puts events into the proper perspective, and how there is no chance of moving back. Nor should there be a reason to dwell so much on mistakes. There is endless potential for future activities to delight the soul, to connect with the all-attractive one, to have his association without moving a single pace. This is the potency to a change in consciousness. In closing, time a different story to tell. That not wise on past to dwell. Because future still moving. A better way now choosing. That not required a single pace. consciousness to change face of life and happiness too, devotion to Krishna through